Hello, I'm MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms and part 3 of my Ma Teng campaign, where last time we dealt with Gong, and now we're looking to deal with Han Sui over here somewhere. As someone pointed out, I'm trying to remember the name, I think it was Liang Shen? Exactly. Go Jia here, he actually... The name was familiar, and I was racking my brains at the time trying to remember who it was, but in fact, he was a strategist for Cao Cao. And I think his most sort of like memorable bit in the book is when Cao Cao is trying to decide whether he should go to war with Yuan Shao. Basically, Go Jia brown noses and gives him 10 reasons why he's better than Yuan Shao by saying things like, well, Yuan Shao smells a bit like poo, whereas you, Cao Cao, smell like roses. And basically just lists 10 things like this. He is an epic brown noser, but now he's my brown noser. That's right. He's actually a really good general. He's got a lot of cunning. 117, which means our military supplies are increased by 12, and our ammunition by 50%, which is pretty great, actually. That's pretty amazing. So we can see that our supplies, I mean, we're getting a lot of supplies to the point where I think if we're in enemy territory without any other modifier... Thanks, Ma Teng. We'll only be losing one military supply a turn, which is pretty great. So, Go Jia now on our side. Good stuff. And I think we're looking at declaring war on the Han Sui. Now, we've got a trebuchet. We've got some crossbows, we've got some archers. Our army is actually looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And Ma Chao, over here, here's Ma Chao. He looks like a fresh-faced, look at him. Fresh-faced, young. Oh, what, just amazing. But very, very soon, he will become a battle-hard... Puberty's a bitch. It will hit him like a truck, and he will go from a fresh-faced young'un to a brooding... battle-scarred veteran in a single turn. So looking forward to seeing that. Pooh. You're just not happy, are you? I'm tempted just to let her go. Because look at that frowny... She's got a frowny face. That is a big... That's a very frowny face. She's not having a good time. We could just get... could just boot her. You want a peace treaty, you want to give... Right, okay, well, sure.
Your wisdom reveals a kindred spirit.
Why did you declare... Oh, never mind. Never mind, no big deal. So we signed a peace treaty, which... Ah, there's Ma Chao, see? Fresh face to suddenly battle-hardened, armoured, tanky man. Big old armoured, tanky man. So, Ma Chao, having Ma Chao in as our faction heir, because your faction leader gives you bonuses. So if we have a look at Ma Teng, we can see that we get income from Silk and Spice, we get upkeep reduction for our Marauder units, we get plus melee damage for shock cavalry, all that kind of good stuff. With Ma Chao as our faction heir, we also get plus 15% armor for all shock cavalry, plus 15% melee damage for all shock cavalry, upkeep reduced again, and if we get a prime minister, then some sort of traits, some skills give bonuses to the entire faction just by having a prime minister. So you can really sort of like tool up your faction in different ways by just selecting different people as your sort of leaders, which is really nice, which means our shock cavalry is now absolutely bloody terrifying. So we can see they've now got 43 melee damage. They've got, where's the melee attack? 20 what they've got. No, it's not melee attack, is it? Where's melee attack? Melee damage, melee evasion. Is there no melee attack? I thought there was. Probably not. Melee evasion. Is it? Hang on. Where's... No, not that one. Ma Chao. 50% melee damage. Okay, so he increases melee damage for shock cavalry. So our shock cavalry is pretty beefy. And they also get more armor, which is pretty nice. So basically, shock cavalry, very, very good for this faction. Yes, how are we... If I go, like, here, I'll still get another turn of replenishment, and then we can head towards the silk... I want to take the silk trader. If we can take the silk trader, that's going to be a lot of money for us. Because currently the silk trader is giving us almost 600. So that's almost the entirety of our surplus coming at the moment. I would like to get Ma Chao. I want to get him up as soon as possible, but I think at the moment it's important to save some money so that we can build some buildings, get some more infrastructure up and stuff like that. Having another army just hanging around doing nothing. Currently, we don't have any threats. Because to our east, we've got the Han, we've got Dong Min, who's fairly okay with us. To the south, we've got Liu Yan. We just made a peace treaty with them, so that's not a big problem. So if we can just mop up Han Sui over here to the north, then that is going to make our life a lot easier. We're going to have a nice sort of like a nice base of operations to then sort of work from. So let's end the turn and see if we can get our... we will give payment. No!
If you wish it.
Get lost, you weirdo. Don't want military access with you, you crazy bastard. I wonder if we can... Hang on. The Great Divide. Your officials witness smoke rising from one of your villages when visiting it for a routine inspection, assisting the garrison there to kill a small group of men armed with flaming torches. They then ask where the attackers came from. The garrison commander explains that the rioters were in fact locals, protesting one of your recent decrees. As your star rises, a divide between your ruler and the subjects is unavoidable. You'll have to monitor public order more closely. It doesn't help that Ma Teng is just whipping the buggers, to be honest. If we could just maybe stop that. I don't want to declare war. I just want to scooch. I want to scooch. How many supplies are we losing? Only losing -20. So actually, we're still gaining supplies, despite the fact we're not in enemy territory. We're in neutral territory, but it is winter. So even because of that, we're still gaining supplies thanks to Gojia. So useful to have him along. I could get more income, and I'm kind of tempted to do that. But I think what I should do is sort out this public order problem. So let's upgrade to the large town. That's going to take 4 turns. Do we have... okay, the assignment is bringing in more money from silk. That's fine. How's Pooh? 15. Is that better or worse? I can't remember. It's probably fine. She probably won't leave. They only leave the faction once they hit 0, so she's probably okay. She's just a bit grumpy. What can you do, eh? I kind of want to marry her to Ma Chao, but I don't think that having a very grumpy wife for my heir would probably be a good idea. Okay, so there's no one in the silk trader, so we'll issue a declaration. We'll go to war. We'll be a little bit untrustworthy, but it's fine. I reckon we can do a little bit because we've got the trebuchets, right? Let's see. I mean, it says low. I think we'll just delegate. We lost 500. Let's be honest, that's probably better than I would have done, right?
This shows much potential.
Okay, so we've got the silk trader. That's really, really useful. That's going to bring in a lot more money. Or at least it should... Why? Hang on. Why does our money drop? What have we done? Oh, because we declared war, we don't have a trade agreement with them anymore. That makes sense. Good. Glad I thought of that. So let's get the merchant tax exemption because that's going to give us income from industry and a lot of income from silk. And now we've got 2 of these silk traders. The silk traders, as you can see, increase income from... Oh, let's just click on that. Income from silk, all silk resources. So because we've got 2 of these, we get a total of 80% increase in silk. If we can get... There's another one over here. There's one down here. So if we can get this one, then we'll get another 40%. So the more silk traders we have, the more our silk traders make. Which is... I like that. Because it means you can just really stack up on a particular type of resource and really sort of like corner the market. I like that a lot. Pooh, 13. I think that's worse. I think she might end up leaving, but... You know what? It's probably fine. What about our court? Do we have anyone interesting? Boring, boring... Boring. Hang on, what are you? Enforcer of the law? Okay. Okay. You're a saboteur, so I guess you are probably a spy. Or at least you could be a spy. We don't currently have spying enabled. Spying is a bit hit and miss, or it can be anyway. So it's just something you kind of need to... You can send out a spy, and it's entirely random whether they get picked to actually get picked up by the faction you send them to go and spy in. But if they do get picked up, you know, things can happen quite quickly, but it's sometimes a bit tricky. Wow. You want to give us a lot of money just for peace. I'm going to say no, because I think you're in trouble. I don't think I am. I think I'm fine. Who are you? What? Where are you going? I don't know what they're doing. Probably fine. So the Han Empire has had a succession. Sure. Liu Yan has been replaced by Liu Zhang. Sure. Now, do I go for...
Let the horse peal with laughter.
I think we're going to go for the... I think we're going to go for the city. Do I want to go for the city? I think I do.
Obey instinct.
Yeah, let's go for the city.
Order will spread throughout.
So let's bring you down here. I'm tempted to pick up some... just saber militia, maybe? I'm tempted to pick just some saber militia, but let's have a quick look. Okay, we could upgrade that. Could get more food. It's not going to make us a lot of money. We could upgrade this. That would give us more garrison. Do we have quite a big garrison here? We do have quite a big garrison at the Silk Road caravan post. So we're probably fairly safe. I'm just a little bit concerned that we might get an attack from the north. So what I'm going to do is we're going to raise an army. So we're going to get not that army. What about Pooh?
My aim is precise.
Let's get Pooh. I actually want her in the Silk Trader. Shit, never mind.
Gather your strength. At ease.
We'll just grab... So what we'll do is we'll use Pooh to just go and say... Just like sit in that city. It'll be fine. I've actually meant to recruit her there. Fucked up. My bad. Hold my hands up for that. What we'll do is we'll go and take the city first, I think. I think taking the city is going to be the best option. Because once we've got the city, Han Sui is going to struggle to keep any army going. Now, someone said what about capturing the Emperor? Now, during my playthroughs, I have captured the Emperor. Capturing the Emperor, actually, the little bastard is a complete pain in the arse. And I'll tell you for why. Because as soon as you have the Emperor, the Han are your vassal. Now, you might think, well, that sounds great, right? So you get all these, basically, they start giving you income, so you get some addition. Brilliant. The only problem is, quite a lot of factions are eating the Han. And if they declare war on the Han, you end up at war with them as well, and you get no choice in the matter. So effectively, you end up with like little disparate settlements all over the place, owned by the Han, and factions will just end. You basically end up at war with everyone in China, because everyone in China just wants to just eat up all those Han provinces, which is a bit of a bugger, actually. It causes some major issues. Okay, there's no one in the city, so that's good.
The goal is fixed.
We'll head over there. I really wish I had recruiter in the right friggin' place, but never mind.
Attention.
Never mind. We can take the city, and actually taking that city is going to be pretty good. Pretty good. That's going to be really, really useful to have. I really need to deal with this public order problems. Is Pooh a little bit happier now she's got shit to do? 13. She's got lack of purpose. Well, I mean, you know, she'll be fine.
Remain firm.
And worst case, Han Sui appears out of nowhere and kills her. And I'm just, you know, that just removes the problem. Oh, hello.
To arms.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so there he is. He doesn't have a very big army. He does have some Zhiliang cavalry, though.
Deflect with shield. Cleave with sword.
Okay, I'll pop you over there. Now, do I...
China.
I don't think you can reach the city. So we're going to attack the city.
Strike with fury.
It says a Pyrrhic victory. We do have the trebuchet, so we should be able to take down some walls. They don't have much army. They've got a few archers. I reckon this. I don't think it's just going to be a Pyrrhic victory. I think we can do this. I don't know if it's better to use the flaming shot or the normal ammo. The flaming shot you only get if you have a character with the flaming shot ability, and I think only strategists have that. In fact, strategists are the only unit, the only hero that can recruit trebuchets. So that probably, yeah, you need a strategist basically to have flaming shots. So I mean, it does seem better, doesn't it? And already the wall's looking a little bit tatty. Look at that. They've got ruddy great holes in them. I like the fact you can see the damage. That's good. So the garrison isn't very large, which is good because taking cities is quite tricky. And you might have noticed I've turned on colouring now. So now these guys are actually wearing some colour. They've got a little bit of colour in the cheeks. That's quite nice. There's actually an option in the interface. I'll quickly show you. So it's in the interface. And there we go, alliance colouring. So you can turn that on and off. If it's on, then all the units are just white. If you turn it off, then they have some colour. So, you know, there you go. That's how you do that. So our archer's going to move up because archers getting shots I don't really care about. At some point, they'll run out of ammo. At that point, they're useless to me.
Move out quickly.
I mean, that guy's useless to me already. He's just got an arrow in the face. Should have ducked. Should have been slightly shorter. That's, you know, evolution for you. If you'd been slightly shorter, you would have survived that. Probably. So our flaming shots have already done some good damage here. They do have some explosive effects, which do cause damage to units on the wall. They're pretty bloody inaccurate, though.
We have broken their wall.
Indeed we have. Down goes the wall. And one of the things I like about Three Kingdoms is that if you in Warhammer, each wall section is its own sort of little thing and leaves a little like pillar in the middle. In Three Kingdoms, it just completely destroys it. Just like that. So we've got a nice breach in the wall now. Pang De is taking a little bit of fire. He used to be an adventurer like you until he took an arrow to the shoulder. Having had shoulder pain in the past, that's going to be quite nasty. You know, a lot of aching. And we've got Meow Wan Wan, who sounds like the protagonist of some sort of anime, apparently. She is leading the defenders. Pang De is going to charge in, but there's Meow Wan Wan, and we're going to engage. And oh, already she's just kicking the shit out of him. He's down. It's fine. He's okay. It's probably because of that arrow to the shoulder. He's also got one to the elbow as well, so he's not doing very well.
Go for the legs.
A little bit of lag that I didn't get. I've already flagged this up. I get a little bit of lag in the replay, but not in the actual battle for some reason. Not sure why. So Meow and Pang De going toe to toe. It looks like Pang De is getting a little bit worse off than Meow Wan Wan. Our archers have managed to push most of the enemy archers either away or kill them. So we now have missile superiority, which is good. Our trebuchet is almost out of ammo. Our cavalry is now moving up.
Our men have no ammunition. They cannot fire.
Is that the trebuchet? That is a trebuchet. Trebuchet is out of ammo.
Go for the legs.
So trying to force our way through this little breach down here. Now, what I should have done is, I hadn't realised this, but this tower here, you need to kind of climb up onto the wall to capture it. So what I should have done is climbed up onto the wall and captured this, because at the moment it's just shooting down and causing me a lot of damage when I could have just like dealt with that almost right away. I should have also tried to capture the gatehouse as well. That would have made life a little bit easier. Still got a few archers, but they're not doing too much damage to us. And Pang De is losing. I mean, Meow Wan Wan is a level higher, to be fair. And she's a sentinel, so she's quite tanky. She's getting some good hits in here. Come on, Pang De, you've got this. You've got this, you're fine. Go, Gia, give me solutions, not problems. Jesus, you are my Mr. Miyagi. No, not Mr. Miyagi. What? Who's LaForge? You're my Scotty. You're my LaForge. You're supposed to give me solutions. Tell me that the lithium crystals will be recharged in 5 minutes or something. So Pang De and Meow have fought each other to a standstill. Pang De is still slightly worse off, but it's pretty even. Unfortunately, Pang De has decided to leg it rather than potentially face death. So he's going to run for his life. You can't really blame him. And Ma Teng, seeing his friend leg it, has decided to come in and rescue him. Unfortunately, Meow Meow does not have much in the way of health. Gets a little horse kick to the face there. She's taking a lot of damage. And she runs. Rather than chase after her, we're going to get Ma Teng to come over to the gatehouse, because if we can capture this, currently our cavalry are trying to poke the gate to death. Turns out, not super effective. They're getting there, but slowly, and taking a lot of damage doing it. So we need to get Ma Teng in here. He's going to try and rout all of these guys with his ability. There we go. He's got, what's that one? Discourage or something. So that's going to then break them, and off they go. That means he can start capturing the gatehouse. Our infantry is slowly making headway into the city. Taking a little bit of fire from these archers over here, but they're running low on ammo. They don't have much left. Ma Teng carving his way through these units at the front of the gate. He's already killed 27. Just want to point out, he's got like a little sunroof. Like he's just got a little top knot there. And a little sunroof in his hat. That seems like a mistake. I would say, you know, you've got to be careful of the sun. Maybe he's got like a little, you know, top. So when he wants to give, a little air it out, you know, he can take it off. When he wants to protect the top of his little bald noggin, just pops it back on. That's innovation, that is. Okay, we've routed most of these units, or at least they are running up to the city, the gatehouse at the top here, which means we can now capture the gatehouse. And let everyone in.
Show them justice. Show fury. The tower is ours.
Thank you. In you come, lads.
Go. At them. Fight. Go.
So we've got some units here we need to deal with. Some axemen. They're not doing very well. Our cavalry is kind of mixed up in some combat with some spear guards over here. That's not really what we want.
Move. March at the double. Move. Our success looms large. Move.
Gojia seeming quite confident in our victory. And to be honest, I'm pretty confident as well. So far, we've managed to push our way into the city. We're slowly pushing our way towards the city centre. There are more towers here, though, that are causing us a little bit of trouble. Just need to see if we can deal with these spear guard down here. Now, of course, we couldn't really get a very good charge, so it's going to be a bit of a grind just to try and take them down. Ma Teng is taking some fire from these towers, so what we're going to do is we're going to send him over to capture the towers so they can stop firing at us. Some saber cavalry have locked into combat with our G militia. And some archers have blocked our advance into the city over here, although they're not going to be doing particularly well. Our spear infantry, spear guards should be able to cut their way through them pretty convincingly. So capture the towers there, and now Ma Teng can come back. Ma Tung can come back, charge into the rear of this saber cavalry. Oof! Down goes one. Now, if you remember, these guys have only got 60 men in a unit, which means if Ma Tung is killing 2 each swing, then that unit's going to go down pretty quickly.
The enemy unit flees. What coward!
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I'd probably run away if Ma Tung came and charged at me, unknowing his tastes. Our cavalry has managed to break the spear guards. We're going to charge in and try and hit these axe band in the rear. We've managed to do that. They're routing. Managed to break the defenders. The spear guards managed to form up at the last second, but still receive a nasty charge and get almost completely wiped out. So further into the city, which the cities look absolutely stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. So here is the city centre. And they do have a unit of G militia or G infantry captain defending it, just in case we manage to get this far. Is that the only entrance? There is one behind. There's a couple of entrances. So what we could do actually is just bring the shock cavalry in. They still do have lots of towers though, lots of towers to defend themselves with. That's quite nasty. Towers do cause a lot of damage. So we've managed to breach the city. There's lots of dead bodies lying everywhere. We're still trying to wipe out this unit of archers, who are proving to be pretty strangely resistant. We have captured this tower over here, or we're in the process of capturing it. I could send this infantry unit up to go and grab the gatehouse and the other tower over there, but I think we're probably okay. I'm going to send my marauders around to get these archers in the back, in the hope that we've caused enough damage to the enemy army, to actually break the enemy without having to go and deal with these guys over here. Now, further back, we should have some axe militia, axe band. There we go. Right, we're trying to chase down some axe band down here, but this gatehouse is making it a little bit tricky to do that. This axe band is going to. Oh, it's over here. That's right, because it suddenly jumped because the unit got so split up. Now, they're actually heading for our trebuchet, which is less than ideal. Plus, we've only got archers back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to send some lancer cavalry to come and assist us. And the trebuchet crew, having fired everything they've got, is going to leg it. This will be fine. It'll be fine, everyone. It'll be fine. We've managed to break the archers there, completely annihilated them with a rear charge. That was quite brutal. So now we're just planning to push on towards the city centre, but before we do that, this little unit of axe band down here needs to die. That's it. Run away, little guys. Don't be heroes. Don't be heroes. Fortunately, here come our cavalry. Finally managed to reach. The cavalry actually aren't that much faster than infantry, so it does take some positioning to get them in the right place at the right time. There we go. Run them down. They're broken. The trebuchet is saved, and the enemy army is routing. which leaves us the city. I think that went pretty well.
Celebrate! Our victory was just.
Okay, we lost 1,000 people, but well, you know,
A fine settlement. We'll
it's fine. To protect the Empire. You are one of the last remaining loyal defenders of the Han. In this chaos, you must establish power to serve and to protect the Empire. Yeah, sure. Serve and protect. That's what I'm doing. So we've become second Marquis. So we gain momentum, minus 20 recruitment. And Dynasty, we accrue power in the name of righteous cause. I will use this newfound power and responsibility to continue to prosecute China's enemies. So, who's ranked up? Oh, Pang De. Yeah, shame about you running away like that, but you know, sod's law. We could go for trust. Trust. I mean, more battle running speed would be quite nice. I think let's go for trust. Let's go for trust. So having become second, we get certain things. So we can recruit 3 armies. We get another assignment slot. We get administrator. We get more trade agreements, and we get available spy positions. So we've opened up the spy window. So if we have a look here, we can see active spies. Currently, Gojek could be a spy. I mean, to be honest, I don't probably want to send him to be a spy. There's also a couple of people who I could recruit to be spies. So Chiang Bo is one of them. Oh, what's going on here? Fugan has... Oh, he's ranked up. Okay, good. Good. Let's maybe go with... Let's go with abundance. No, let's go with intuition. Let's do that. And Pooh is still grumpy, but that's pretty much all she does. That's pretty much her hallmark, isn't it? Just being a little bit of a grump. Okay, so we've got some more cash coming in. That's quite nice. Need to replenish our army a little bit. This army does not look particularly concerning to me. I'm fairly happy we should be able to deal with that. I mean, Pang De took quite a bit of damage, but Ma Teng is fine, so we should be okay. So let's have a look at the court. So Chang Bo. Okay, so he's a legendary character. I could probably look up who he is, but it's probably not important. What traits does he have? So he is trusting. Minus 10 undercover network cost to enemy spies. Okay. That's plus 5 satisfaction. That's fine. Income from all sorts. Okay, so he's actually quite a good character to have on board. So what we're going to do... we've got minus food. If I downgrade... Okay, we need to... I'll remove a building slot. Okay, we're gonna have to because I don't have the food, so we're gonna downgrade that. Currently, this city is using more food than I have. I've currently got minus 3 food. That means over time, my cities will start losing reserves. So currently, all the cities have got 30 reserves. They're going to lose 4 a turn from food shortages. So when they hit 0, bad things happen. So we don't want them to lose all the reserves. So even if you're at negative food, you're okay. You're not going to instantly start taking attrition all over the place. So you've got some time to fix the problem. But you do need to fix the problem. So let's go to court. We're going to get Chang Bo, this guy. We're going to recruit him.
Have the people deserted this place?
I don't think so. As far as I'm aware. Let's go to... I need all these people, don't I? So, okay, so we got Chang Bo. He's probably pretty happy with us. So we're going to take Chang Bo. We're going to deploy him in Dongmin, because he's probably going to be a threat to us later on. Now, currently, he quite likes us, but there's no harm in popping someone in that faction just to keep an eye on what's going on, right? So let's deploy him. So what that means is that basically Chang will wander off, and he'll go and try. He'll basically end up in the recruitment pool like the candidates here. So he'll be a candidate for recruitment. So if the AI recruits him, then he will be then used in like an army or as an administrator, whatever. So at that point, then he starts feeding us information. He starts building up a network. We can then do things with him. The higher up he gets in the government, so if he's a general, that's one thing. If he's leading the army, that's another. If he's administrator, he has different options. If he becomes like a faction leader or a factionaire, then that's, you know, really, really good. So hopefully the Dongmin will recruit him into his faction, and we can start using him for all kinds of nefarious purposes. So we're going to knock down, I guess, this. Now what I'm quite impressed by actually here is the AI has, so they've got a fish trader here. That's going to bring in income from commerce. So they're going to build things that increase income from commerce. So actually they're stacking money. They're stacking their settlements in a way that actually works, which is quite nice to see. So, I guess, without anything left to do, I don't...
Absolutely not.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully Chang gets picked up by Dongmin. We'll see what happens. And Pooh needs to go and defend... Oh. Sure, I wanted a trade agreement, so I forgot to set administrator. I meant to do that. I was thinking of doing that, and then I completely forgot about it. Spy dispatch. There we go. Our spy has been dispatched to another faction. There, they will travel the land, attempting to integrate themselves into the nobility, while simultaneously scouting for us and building our undercover network. Whether they make an impression and successfully infiltrate the faction is uncertain, but we will nonetheless benefit from their clandestine efforts. So, because he's level 4... that makes things a little bit more certain that he'll be picked up. So, fingers crossed. We'll move Pooh to go and defend that settlement. The city is fine. Food is okay now. That's all good. We're actually making a bit of money, which is nice. How much do you cost us? 480. Okay. Now, currently, faction support here is quite low. So, because of that, we're losing a lot of income. Because until that gets back, until the city supports our faction, we get minus 25% income. So, once that slowly ticks up, we'll actually start making more money. What ancillary do we get? A book of changes. So, ooh, now that's nice, isn't it? I wonder if we could give that to Gojia, and that would increase his cunning. It's going to give us a more chance of ambushing, loads of good stuff. I want more followers. We've only got 2. Need to work on getting more followers. Now, where is Han Sui? We still got, yeah, we still replenish if we're on the river. There he is. There he is, and it looks like he's had to disband some of his retinue because he can't afford it anymore.
Let desire shape and guide passion. Stoke passions and strike. Strike with fury.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd want to come and have a go. So
No.
this army is not really much of a threat anymore, to be honest. We should be able to mop up his faction pretty easily. I think by taking that city.
Always the answer.
You want? You're not taking my classic. That one. Piss off.
If you wish it.
Filial piety. That's the word. Right, he's off. Off he goes. He's sneaking away. That's fine. Not particularly bothered by that. Right, so we're going to pop. Oh, living in harmony. The more brash amongst your generals and cohorts will often seek out others to validate their own daring behaviour. You hear of 2 such individuals joined by their proclivity for ill-advised and reckless endeavours. They spur one another on to greater and greater acts of foolhardiness. So that's Ma Chao and his mum, apparently. They're just knocking it out of the park.
Summon the merchants.
Okay, we'll pop you there. Okay, public order. Good. That's... Oh, we're not taxing. That's why... Okay, we tax it. Oh, suddenly we get a lot more money. Surprise. Oh, I always forget to tax shit. Right. Oops, I don't meant to do that. Right.
A joy to see you.
Could I? Right, military access. Actually, I don't care about you. Han Empire. Negotiates.
Rational minds can achieve great feats.
Do we not have to worry about military access with you? I don't think we do. You don't seem upset by the fact I'm traipsing over your territory, so frankly, I'm just going to continue traipsing over your territory and ignoring you. So let's head over here. Han Sui, he looks like he's running for his life. I can't blame him. We're going to take the horse pastures and the farmland here. Horse pastures, of course, we've already got one down here, and it reduces the upkeep from cavalry. So effectively, our cavalry will be super cheap, which is amazing. So basically, we can just stack cavalry all over the place. Now, I want some more money. Next turn, we can build this. Then we can get the Confucian. Oh, how are we doing? That's not good, is it? That's not good. Okay, this will be fine. I should have dealt with public order a long time ago. I keep forgetting to deal with it, and it's not great. Minus corruption could be quite nice. Trade influence, I'm not overly concerned by that. Trade agreements could be useful. Recruitment cost, not bad. Available oh, I meant to do administrators, didn't I? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, and then we'll get an administrator here. So, Voodoo, administrator. Who we got? Anyone who increased... Okay, there's no one who can increase public order. If I wait for food... do I... Pang De will increase income from peasantry. But Pooh here will increase income from silk and spice and all that kind of good. So let's do that. Now, she isn't very happy, but I'm going to try and get her back on side.
I am at one again.
So how is she doing? Actually, okay, so because she's been sort of like being made an administrator, she's actually pretty happy now. So actually, that works out quite nicely. So we're going to be making more money here, which is good. And over here, we've also can get another... Now, there's a lot of commerce here. Plus, so, Gojia could be... There's 10% income from all sources, which is better than nothing. So let's do that. So we'll make him an administrator. It's going to make a little bit more money, which is very nice. What about assignments? Do we have Ma Chao, mustering time? Industry. Oh, right. Okay, so what we could actually do is Voodoo. We've got some industry here. So what we could do then is appoint Mummy, Wifey, for industrial exploitation. So that's going to give us 30% income from industry. That's going to be quite useful. So we'll do that. I would like more food, but I also need to upgrade the city. So I think that's probably got to be my primary concern. Upgrade the city, take the horse pastures and farmland. I might then see about buying this city off the Han. They will sell you settlements. If I get enough money, I can probably just pick it up off them, and that'll be fine. Public order is still going to be a bit of an issue, though. Public order is... Oh, it's Angry Bandit Lady. Hello. You want trade? You will give me money for it. Okay, sure.
It is done then.
More than happy with a little bit of trade. Not sure where he's going, but I guess that's fine. Okay, Pooh, are you in the settlements? Yes, you are. Good.
Spreading the word of our cause.
Right, we're going to head straight for the horse pastures. I think with Pooh here, plus our garrison, which is a silk trader, so we've got lots of archers, lots of sword militia. I think defending this city is going to be no problem. Easy peasy. So we don't have to worry too much. Now, what I do want to do is upgrade this. It's going to take 6 turns. Shit. 6 turns. And we've got the strategies of the war. Wow, we've got a lot of cunning books. A lot of books that increase our cunning for some reason. Not sure why.
Summon the merchants. I would browse their goods.
Have we got anything? So, I mean, the classic of filial piety does give more cunning. Now, Pooh does have, she's got more missile damage and also got fire. So actually, let's actually give you the, let's give you that. That's also going to make you a little bit more happy as well. So we've got Pooh on side. That's quite nice. And we could actually marry her to Ma Chao. She's a little bit older. She's 30 compared to his 19. But a little bit of experience, you know. Ma Chao, what do we have for you? I mean, guerrilla deployment for shock cavalry is quite nice. So maybe we'll give you this. Let's do that for the moment. I think that's going to be okay. I think that's going to be okay. So we could actually get a little bit more income. But look, at the moment we've got 2k coming in. That is super healthy.
Trust instinct.
Really happy with that. We're going to knock out Han Sui, take his stupid settlements.
No threat to you.
Kong Rong, you want a non-aggression pact. You want food and a wooden fish. No.
We withdraw it then.
Thank you. Okay, bugger off. I mean, he's miles away, so I'm not... don't really care that much. Okay, are we in range of...
Standard stance.
Not quite. But we can go there. We've got plenty of supplies. No problem. I might need to tax exempt this just for a turn, just to make people a little bit happier. So then I can get basically, if I can upgrade the small city, I can upgrade the Confucian. I can build a Confucian Temple. Then once we've got the Confucian Temple to level 2, which will fix our public order problems, we can then get this here, which increases this reform here, which increases public order by 3, which is very nice. That should then just make our public order problems a lot easier. We can also then go up to this one, which actually reduces character salary by 20%. Characters cost quite a lot, so reducing their salary by 20%. I'm not sure why they're happy with that, but they are. Apparently commanders get even more satisfaction for some reason. But then we could also get some more satisfaction. So we can make people even happier and also get these yellow dragons. So we were axe infantry, light axe infantry, but are quite potent. So we could do all that. That sounds all pretty good. Okay, so we're going to chase after Han Sui. Pooh's protecting us. We've got some administrators. It's all going in the right direction, except public order, which is not. But we can fix that. Public order is fixable. We have a plan in place, a plan of action. It's all going to be fine. What we will do, though, is I'm going to grab the dock market depot. So let's do that. So that's fine. We could upgrade the large town. We could go to the land. Let's do that as well. I mean, we've got the money. May as well spend it. I mean, we'd have more money if I could actually, you know, tax Voodoo without it rebelling. But never mind. Unfortunately, that's all the time we've got for this episode. Next time, we'll be taking out Han Sui and then potentially looking at taking... Oh, hello. Why do we know all this? Suddenly. All of it... What? Why? I think we know this because of trade agreements, but why is Kong Rong here? He starts like... Kong Rong starts over here. What the friggin' hell is he doing out...
You have a proposal.
Who are you at war with? You're at war with Dong Min and the... Well, apparently you've decided to, like, really go for it. Apparently he's captured a trade port here. And he's on the move. I've never seen that before. Okay, well, that's interesting. So Kong Rong could be heading for Chang'an, the capital, maybe trying to secure the Emperor. All right, fair enough. Well, while he's doing that, we're going to be dealing with Han Sui and just securing our little corner of the map here. I might bet that if Kong Rong can actually take out... if Kong Rong can take out Chang'an, I might actually then look at taking out some of these settlements here, some of the Han settlements, maybe even Dong Min. If we can get Wu Du back under control, get Ma Chao up with his mummy, maybe with Pu as well in the same army, then what we can do is maybe go on the offensive against the Han and Dong. That could be quite good. Yeah, I think we know this because of trade. That's the reason we know that. Because Angry Bandit Lady's here. At Hedong? Apparently, I think she's just taken the city, actually. Okay, and this is Li Ju. Now, I don't know where Lebu is, but if he's around here, then Kong Rong could be in a bit of a pickle. But that. I guess we're going to have to see how that works out next time. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of this Three Kingdoms campaign.